What's up, boys? Back with some more Kront, messing around with War Chief. Every time you dash, you stomp the ground. It scales with your attack damage and area at massively increased values, 300% damage and 500% area. So I'm using this to get a large boost to damage and area if I never attack. And then I've got some life scaling my damage up a little bit, combined with some percent regen. I get some nice stuff from life. If I can get the legendary from Justice, that gives me more percent regen and some XP based on my life. And still using all of the stuff I had last time. The blue tier 1 axe is pretty nice. Very high base damage, low attack speed, which isn't a downside for me. Big attack area to get me started.
Sorry, Dad.
I don't think there's anything great here. That is not bad, but I would take higher rarity on that. That doesn't have any area. I do want Justice. That doesn't have any area, so Divine Shield is probably good for my one cast, so I can stay at high HP more often. If I get her legendary to give me XP. And then Winter seemed pretty good last time. There's some great stuff here, like life. Let's banish that so that when I roll into them, I'm more likely to get a higher rarity thing. Fire, probably not. Attack damage, no area. Merciful attack, that's decent damage. I could try that. Weakened, lowers their damage. Sure. 74% for a single level is quite good. Oops, I accidentally attacked there.
There is no
War didn't seem super useful last time. His legendary that gives plus 222% damage didn't actually increase my damage that much. That won't really do anything here. May as well grab the survivability. So I'm thinking it's additive with something in the build. You would think 222% damage would be noticeable, but it didn't seem that way. Oh yeah, I guess I can't really apply Weaken since you don't apply on attack effects. Oh well, it's still pretty big damage per level. And since I have 5 times area scaling, I can probably hit the entire screen with some shrines anyways. Don't think death is super useful. I guess the dash actually might be okay, but Frost has some cool stuff. I can banish that. Probably banish that. And then some movement speed is okay. Grab some early XP. Frost has like damage bonus against enemies with status and damage against frozen enemies, which are pretty good. You can also gain attack damage for every frozen enemy. But lifelink might actually be pretty good for survivability, now that I think about it. I do want to banish a lot of stuff here so that I can be more likely to get levels on that. I want that at higher rarity to scale up my regen. I might actually banish that. It doesn't scale that well, and I'm not going to be getting cast stuff, and I mainly just want to get a lot of levels into that for the huge damage scaling. Since I have 3 times damage, that's over 200% damage for the dash for every level. Go ahead and stomp that guy. Fates have some very good stuff, plus 1 dash, life, and attack crit seems like it might have worked last time. Let's banish some useless stuff here. I tried this and it doesn't work on the dash, so I don't think any on attack things do. This is pretty good since the biggest struggle is killing bosses. More War Pact. I only got 3% attack crit last time, so it was hard to tell. But it did seem like every once in a while I would get a massive burst.
Do not take
more attack, I think. So the dashes, I have Justice, Frost, and War. I think I would take that for more mobility. Winter's not bad, but I think I like the movement speed, and then I'll probably banish that, since I should be able to keep it up even with that level. I don't think it's tagged as a dash, but attack damage works on it, and it scales more with that anyways. And the nice thing about this is since I never attack, moving slower while attacking isn't even a downside for me, so that's a free 6 darkness. Frost Ring is okay. These are all decent, but probably just level this until I get higher rarity stuff. Early mobility is nice anyways, although it's not that much. Probably the banishes. There's a lot of useless stuff on this build. You don't really scale with a lot of the tags. Frost Ring, sure. I do want life. I might re-roll here to try and get a legendary or higher rarity. Luck would scale that up, but I don't think it's amazingly useful. Nope, probably just pass on that for now. More War Pact. Could banish that. Probably need to get some more banishes on gear since you can get like 6 per item now. There's a lot of useless stuff for this build since it has the weird scaling. %master offers. I don't know what those do, but that's going to be very helpful for getting the proper stuff for the build. Especially legendaries. The early you can get the regen thing from Justice, the better. Warfrost, that's quite good. 66% for every status. I don't think any of these work. More War Pact, I could grab that for a source of rupture. Don't think it's very useful though. Maybe I can just get Ward completely finished off with some levels in that. If I grab a source of rupture, it unlocks Bloodlust for the attack speed, I think, which doesn't benefit me. You can get plus damage in area for either the winter or the war strikes. I want those at higher. I don't think leveling that will help me that much, and I do want to clear out winter a bit, so I'm going to do this and alterate. Fleet-footed, there we go. Got all 3 that I wanted here. I think I like this for the early mobility, but those are all best in slot. Assuming that attack works, which it did seem like it did. More damage. I probably don't want that. If I took one level, it would block all powers, though. But I would also lose a big chunk of damage. Maybe take a power somewhere else and then banish it. The 3 times damage scaling is just so good when you get such large increases to attack. More damage area duration. Probably go with the area here, since you have 5 times area scaling.
The best of...
There we go, Inner Peace. That's the main legendary I want here. Life regen based on your total. And then if you're at full, you get free XP. Should be pretty much all the time. Still missing a lot of HP from not having the uniques for this build. The chest that gives 300 and the belt that gives 120. I can probably banish that, especially with 4 dashes. More War Pacts. Help out with my weak point, the bosses. Although you can actually pretty easily get area so high that you can actually hit bosses off screen and just outrange them with this build as well. Probably wait for higher there. Could take that, but I can get a bit of mobility, I guess. Not amazing, but might get me an extra shrine or 2 throughout the run. If I were to get the War or Winter Strike at high rarity, then I could get area scaling on that, and then go Earth, and get like multi-screen stomps, which would be pretty funny. Warpact Master, not bad. Oh, the knockback works on him, what? I guess a melee boss can't even get close to you then. But yeah, this is my second time running the build, and Darkness 35 is complete easy mode, cast for the Divine Shield. Gear is still pretty bad, wouldn't mind having that a bit higher just in case. Should have very high Master offers, 29.6 with that one shrine. You also get 4% on the Kront tree somewhere. Dash recharge is extremely good. More damage. More life to give more damage and more XP. These are pretty good. Let's grab that, I suppose. More attack area, 52% with 5 times the scaling. Don't mind if I do. Chilled every few seconds, sure. And the great part about winter builds is you can always grab the extra drop chance to help you farm a bit more. 85k. Wow. That is a lot of damage for this early on. Even more damage. Armor is a huge survivability boost when you're such a high life build, and healing is great. But I probably don't even need the armor. And it doesn't lower the cooldown on Divine Shield anymore. It seems to just scale with cast-based stuff now.
Winter.
Chill to the bone. These are all pretty nice. Sure. I don't think that works because that's just a damage increase. It's not actually dealing damage itself. But Master Offers should be very common now. I'll go to the pickup there, maybe get some more shrines. So hopefully I can still get the life and crit from the fates. More damage. It's important to banish a lot of the blessings from wherever your attack blessing is, so that you can keep getting that since you scale very well with it. Don't think any of these really matter. The damage against full life could help you one-shot elites a bit easier, but it won't really help much against bosses. Man, all of these are insanely good here. I think I'm gonna try the crit to really test out whether or not that works with the build. Should be more obvious if I can get some levels than that. More rarity, heal, or movements. Probably the movements here. So if I see something well over 100k, that would probably be a crit. Frost Dragon is not great, just gonna grab the Master Shatter, that's quite good. More healing, which also should give me more XP with Justice. These are not great, and I kind of want them at higher. Can put some more levels than that for more testing. Get stomped, bro. Those are okay. I could ramp up the movement slightly. I don't really care that much. Probably don't want to take anything below Master since I have like 33% on that. Frost Dragon, not super useful. Let's go ahead and grab this for the farming. This is pretty easy. And there's some very good uniques I need. More healing. More dash recharge. Frost Dragon, I think that's more useful. Attack damage when I have so much freeze synergy. I'm not seeing any really large hits yet. Crit would be well over 100,000. Those were right at 100,000. But most hits are 30k, so that might actually be a crit then. Looks like the normal hits are like 30 to 70. So a low roll crit would be right around 100. Extra mobility here first. I think that was a 171 there, but I have some extra elite damage. Man, I'm not really even doing anything, I'm just walking around and everything's dying. More banish, probably? Get the pool really small so I can roll into fates more often, maybe? I like the Icebound here. Even more damage against Frozen.
I want to see.
Master Icebound. Pandemonium. Actually gives me almost nothing. Wow. It would save me a few levels, and it would get it out of the pool. One of the weakest Pandemoniums I've ever had, though. I guess that's going to become more common now. You can get a lot more Master and Legend stuff on gear. When you get a fifth dash from the shrine, it's just absolutely ridiculous. Bye bye. More damage. So much junk. More damage. So my attack is at 2300% times 3 for the War Chief Stomp. Almost 7,000. And the blue tier 1 axe has pretty high base damage to scale with all of that. More pickup. I think there is a unique mythic axe with damage and area. I would probably take the increased duration. I have a lot of bonuses against frozen enemies. Huge damage against them, more drops. So the more they're frozen, the better. But I don't know if it would beat the blue axe. I saw it one time in the Discord and I didn't look that closely. And I also wasn't really considering this build that much at the time. More master offers. 35.6. I don't think any of these do anything. Cast, nope. Strike, nope. Attack, nope. Normally that would be a very strong shrine to find. I'm gonna stomp those guys because they're annoying. Loses status smite would be okay. Having that for the functionality is pretty nice for survivability. Luck does work on Frost Ring. That's actually not bad, but my master's so high I can probably wait. Okay, crits should be very noticeable now if they work. I don't think either of those really matter. I could probably banish that. Would like to have that at master. $113k there. That might be a crit. I don't really gain much from either of those. Yeah, the scaling is pretty weird on this build. A lot of stuff can't even apply to you at all. You need a lot of banishes. But that being said, when you can scale it, it's very strong with the increased multipliers. I wonder if you can carry the unique that lets you go through the black flames on you and just swap it on for these things.
Send.
More status duration. That's an okay movement boost. I guess winter's gonna make it hard to get everything collected. Those are epic, those are unique, although they're probably useless. See if I can get higher rarity here. There we go. That would be funny. But so would that, and so would that. I kind of want to see the life. That'll give me some more XP and damage. I will grab that since life is already locked in. That'll give me some funny big numbers. More damage. 300k there. Lots of 200Ks. Dash recharge, and that's gonna be up for the boss. Oh my lord. I am absolutely insane right now. I do have Divine Shield up. Oh yeah, I have so many freaking items. Let's push the life here. I'm gonna drop a bunch of useless stuff. Summon movement speed, that's actually interesting. Skeletal army doesn't seem very good. Big shard and XP, that's not bad. That's decent. More life than mine. Would make me look slightly funnier here. Big life, but there's a unique that's way better. And I like mine for the legendary stuff anyways. Force summon count, huh? That's a lot of attack damage. I can put that and that on to finish off the run to make my damage even sillier. More? Well, that would give me a little bit more XP. It's kind of late now. So how's my damage looking now? 3.7k times 3. Jesus. Up to 722 life now. I don't think any of these help that much. That would work with first strike a little bit. Maybe I can try to one-shot the boss here if I get a lucky crit. More life. $42.40, so it looks like the life scaling actually is not bad, maybe?
Remember.
More damage. Was 587k? Oh my lord. With some better items and some more fine-tuning, you could get over 1 million on this. Where is he? Up here? Crit for 530k, half his HP. Bye-bye. Tons of mythics, I can't even carry them all. Life for light. Don't think so. Cooldown reduction, passive XP, nope. That was pretty good. Dash damage and area, that's a lot of dash damage, and Nixie does have some stuff for that, so I'll keep that. That does some pretty nice cast stuff. Let me put that back on to make sure well, kinda need to show the stats at the end first. So 4250% damage times 3. 673% area times 5. Actually, I guess you could just look at the base damage and multiply that by 3. So my top end would be 45k with before other multipliers. 4 dashes, a lot of extra recovery for that. 847 life, and that can go way higher with items. This build is looking strong so far. You can also get attacks that have built-in area on them. I've seen it on Winter and War, at least, that I've tried so far. If you wanted to really push the survivability, you can max that out to go with your huge HP, but I obviously wasn't even close to needing it there. Definitely like Winter and Justice. I'm not sold on War with the combo. That's pretty nice. But the War legendaries don't seem super useful. There's the God of War one, I think, which is 222% damage, but you take 22% more. but that didn't actually increase my damage very much when I tried it. Let's see if there's anything good in here. So, critical strike chance, you probably can't get global crit, which is probably what you would need. Well, you can actually get attack crit, which might work for the build, but probably pretty hard to find. Attack speed doesn't help. Dash damage. Keep that on, especially for the start. I lose a lot of life regen, but gain some flat life and reroll. It's probably worth it here, since you get the percent regen. That's pretty good. Caster staff, pretty good dash dagger. That's not bad. I would lose some life, which I wouldn't want to do for this build. But that's pretty good overall. I don't know what that does. That would allow you to nuke the first boss pretty easily. Summon count's interesting. Life regen and cooldown reduction. I probably don't need that here, but that's useful for my other characters. Life and strike. Not sure on that. But got some nice stuff here. Still need the unique chest with 300 life, the unique belt with 120 life. But you can see a lot of potential in the build now. But that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.